A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadine. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfont tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Niaz its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Calaglia may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
support!
Raging cascade! Hear my call! In here!
Orochi's gun!
Look sharp!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the pummel to me!
Glacial spear!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Freeze Lancer!
Double demon fang!
Go! Ready! Do it! Ha!
Onward and upward.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see one, eh?
Thunderblade!
This one's mine.
And again!
Watch for the ranged attack.
My lord! Roll him down! Orochi's fire!
Its arm's too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Take this!
Tiger blade.
Wall!
Listen! You're mine!
Annihilation! By the
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Mega Thrust!
By the power of Tiger blade! Dance in the wind!
We're not finished!
Tiger blade!
Looks like we got them all.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving. Further!
Orochi's fury!
I can read your moves like a book.
Raging storm!
Megasonic thrust!
Thank you.
Megasonic thrust!
More for the stockpile!
Azure Skull!
Leave the sword up to me.
Try harder! I owe you one.
Glacial spear!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Sweet dreams! Healing circle!
Sword down!
Raging cascade!
Where are you going?
We go! I'll bring you back from death to death! I'll bring you back from death to death! Raging cascade!
Take this! Their orders were interrupted.
Here's the
My shield!
Freeze Lancer! Gale Force!
We're not finished!
Raging cascade!
Double demon fang!
Listen!
This one's mine.
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'll heal you all! Going in! Dance in the wind!
Here, let me help. Tiger blade!
Annihilation!
Is it in the sky? On guard.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Now you'll learn!
You picked the wrong fight!
Damn it!
Azure Storm!
Ray! Falling Divine Street! You'll pay for what you did!
You got spirit!
Now!
Far enough!
What is a raging cascade? Friend!
Flaming meteor!
Azure Storm!
Offers a stockpile! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
I'm not
Shining Power!
Tiger blade!
More where that came from!
No escape! Orochi's Fury!
Do it!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Seems about right to me.
Lost! Not in your dreams!
Tiger blade!
My shield!
You think that shield will save you?
Got you now!
Double Demon Fang!
Raging Storm!
Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing photon! First aid!
I owe you my thing! Plasma
Falling
Shock!
storm!
There! Here's the
It's over!
Tiger blade! Ready to go!
Demon Fang!
Tiger blade!
Here goes! Here goes!
We're not finished!
Mega Shield!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This is the win! Feel!
Quiet!
Mega Sonic Club!
Appreciate the help!
Azure Storm!
Tiger blade!
Burn in hell!
Take my you!
Take this!
I'm not done!
Florida! Going in!
Orochi's Fury!
Take this!
On your knees!
Freeze Lancer! Magic is
Try
out!
harder!
Thunder
My
Blade!
turn!
Cover the castle!
Come in!
Watch and
Here I come!
never miss!
Strike!
Raging
Orochi's
Storm!
Fury!
Here goes!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Mega Ray!
I'll give you
Lightning
respect.
Thunder Blade!
This one's mine!
Plasma Piston!
Healing Circle! Round and Heal Force!
You picked the wrong
Lightning
fight! Now, while it's freely!
Take it down!
Mega Sonic Thrust!
Now! Cyan Instant Frozen!
Hammer!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
It's a duel of the arts!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Hear my call.
Shut him down!
Their arts were interrupted. It's here. This one's mine.
Fury!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A freezing storm.
You're mine!
One more.
Orochi's Fury!
Ice tornado!
Burn in hell!
Will this
You're
help?
mine! Orochi's Fury!
Healing circle.
Thank you.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I'll do my best!
Now you learn!
Not in your dreams! Lightning condensed!
Orochi's Fury!
Now for something rhythm
I won't show you any mercy!
Do it! Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Firmament render! Into the shadows!
Pierce!
This one is mine!
You're mine!
Dazzling
Orochi's Fury!
Vanquish darkness!
Laser charge!
I'm not done!
Look sharp!
Photon blast!
I never miss.
Annihilation! Lightning! Here goes! Flame of fury! Thunderblade!
A freezing storm.
Try harder!
Ice tornado!
Done! Lewis!
Light axe
You're
raging!
finished!
Here's a healer!
Eat dirt!
In here!
You're mine!
I'll be saving this
Going
one!
in.
Azure Snow!
Appreciate the help.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade! I can do it
Orochi's
all!
Fury!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
No further!
Raging storm!
Here's going in.
Take this!
Falling through! Period!
Tiger Blade! Damn! Your art!
Orochi's
Here's a
Fury!
healing art! Photon
Going in.
blast!
I owe you one.
One more! Dazzling spin!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art.
First aid! Here's a
No escape!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
I'll heal you!
Get
I'll
behind
show
me.
you
Got
just
it.
how strong
I'll
my
leave it
arts
to you.
really are!
I've taken too much damage.
You're mine!
You Leave
Mega
the
Sonic
torch to
Thrust!
me.
Here! Burn!
Tiger Blade!
I can only rely on myself.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Raging storm!
Look sharp! Ground and pound!
The enemy wields art too.
Far
We'll
enough!
soon see about that! Healing circle!
I owe you one for that.
Here, flame of fury!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
None shall
Falling
escape
storm!
my judgment.
No further!
Tiger Blade!
Raging cascade!
You're mine! Try harder! My turn!
Wait!
Here,
Let me help! Stockpile!
here's a healing art.
Time to let it rip! Try harder!
Art seal!
Here I come!
Look
sharp! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Render!
Orochi's Fury!
Tiger Blade!
Arrow Squall! Gemini Aqua!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I need to be stronger.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed.
Out of my way!
Feisty one, eh?
Where's the shot?
Any more of this and I'll burn out! Mega Sonic Thrust!
Thank you.
Orochi's
Take my revenge
Fury!
on you!
Eat this! Don't move there! Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest! Azure Storm! This one's all mine! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds in an instant! Gusty
Leave the
nails!
ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Lightning condensed!
Burn!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! Look back, will ya?
One more! Tiger Blade!
Can't get out
Hear
of
my
this.
call! Now! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
My turn! Sword Lane Alpha!
Weave astral energy!
You're finished!
Thunder cover the caster!
Igneous Discharge!
I can carve through armor!
Raging
Megasonic Thrust!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! This one's mine!
Thunder blade!
By the power of
Take
water!
this!
Crescent Moon! I never miss! Tiger Blade!
Orochi Fury!
Dance in the wind!
Round and pound!
Now! Not on my watch!
Glacier Clear!
Pierce evil extortion! Freeze
Tiger Blade!
This one's all yours!
No further!
Divine strength! I can none
All
shall
escape my judgment! Piercing
Azure
Ray!
Storm!
Ray! Judgment Spin!
Raging storm!
Piercing
Reload!
Ray!
Reload!
Eat this!
Here,
Like you!
First aid!
I owe you one.
Champion twirl!
Azure Storm!
Tiger, make it
Light
rain!
astral-
Pitch out!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Esteluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
I can feel my power growing!
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably, as one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Bad feeling about this.
Bring him down! Here, go now!
I'm a true gunslinger around here. Appreciate the help.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flares of Malicer! Going
You require a
This
hand.
one's mine!
Dance in the wind!
Just like
None
spin!
of us escape
Hold
my
it!
weapon.
Fire in the hole!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
And thus our strength yet grows.
Look sharp!
Lightning!
Orochi's Fury!
Dahnan is back into the fray!
Lightning meteor!
These ones can run rings around us!
Dazzling spin!
Nail!
Orochi's Fury!
Where are you going? I'm gone!
Orochi's Fury!
Firmament
Do
render!
it! Tiger blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Hey, into the shadows!
Orochi's Fury!
Piercing
Storm!
Glacial video!
Here's evil!
Flaming meteor!
Freeze Lancer!
Take
Astral
this!
energy!
You're finished!
Falling hail!
Double demon
Make it
fast!
rain!
Air
We're not
thrust!
done!
Hear my call! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't get careless.
An opponent like this should be easy. You got fury! Sonic Thrust!
Going in!
Azure Storm!
Water!
Going in!
They really don't give up, do they?
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Sword Rain Alpha! Here I come! Ignite!
Dark Steel!
Damn it! Too fast!
Where are you
Stand
going?
back.
Do it!
I'll trip it up.
Take this! Stardust!
Hammerman's Laser! Fury! Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Megasonic Thrust!
Dazzling Freeze Lancer! Now! Tiger Blade! Frozen!
Hammer!
There! Graviton! Raging Storm!
Don't get complacent.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I see one, eh?
That's it!
Take down their defenses.
For my lord!
Far enough!
We're not finished!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
None shall escape my
Going in.
shield! More where that
guard.
came from!
Igneous discord!
Burn!
Shining supernova!
Orochi
Dance in the
Fury!
wind!
On guard!
In here!
Double demon! Fang!
Look sharp!
I'll be saving you!
Get ready!
Raging
Lock the
Cascade!
door.
Handle this!
You could use a
Sleep now!
hand.
More precision!
I'm ready to go!
May a thousand gales carry you
Go.
through! Pierce the evil!
Let me out.
Now freeze Lancer!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Out of my way!
The rebels! Stop them!
Megasonic
Searing flame!
Where are you going?
I'm going in!
Got you now!
Here's the evil! Puddle!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Freeze Lancer! Not on my watch!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the
Azure
wind!
Storm!
Spear thrust!
Yeah! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Azure
Raging
Storm!
Storm!
You picked the wrong fight!
I can't heal you forever! Hey, now! Annihilation!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Now!
Going in!
I'm not picking up!
Denied!
Steel Force!
Orochi Fury!
This one's mine! Silent in one! Here goes Annihilation!
One more!
Magna Ray!
Orochi Fury!
Where are you going?
Wind Astral Energy! Raging Cascade!
It's so...
Spread!
A freezing
Take this!
storm!
You're finished!
Falling
Orochi
storm!
Fury!
Armor won't save you! Tiger Blade!
Take this!
Raging Storm!
Look sharp!
On your knees! Double
Lightning
Demon
out in your
Fang!
dreams!
Take this! Double Demon Fang!
Going in!
Ignite! Keep you respect!
Tempest Swirl! More where
Look
that
sharp!
came from! None shall escape!
Pierce!
Now!
Remove!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Lightning! Downfall!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
One more!
Orochi Fury!
Tempest Swirl!
Make it
Here
rain!
goes! It's over! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
I feel sprightlier than before.
ready! Here goes!
Now's the word!
Mega Ray! Primed and ready! This one's hard!
Megasonic thrust!
So much for talking it out!
Bring him down! Damn it, finish!
Azure Storm!
Here's the raging
Roach's fury down!
Here I come!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Laser!
Strike! You're finished! Onward and upward. You picked the wrong fight! Damn it!
I never miss!
Take this!
Time to shine! Careful!
You're finished!
It has some kind of camouflage!
Got you
You're
now!
mine! You're mine!
I'll hear
You're
you well!
finished!
Lightning
Take
orb!
this! Megasonic thrust!
Raging
I feel so bad.
Here's the sickest one out. Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help! I owe you one for that! Freezing storm!
Orochi's Fury!
Ice tornado!
This one's mine!
Orochi's Fury!
Raging
Tiger Blade!
Flight!
Orochi's Fury!
One more!
No further! This one's... Orochi's Fury!
Here, let me help!
More for the stockpile!
Eat dirt! I owe you one!
Denied!
Orochi's Fury!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolition! Here, let me help!
Orochi's... Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Tempted
Double Demon Fang!
Tiger Blade! Here's a
Orochi's Fury!
First aid!
Time to shine!
Orochi's Fury!
None shall escape my judgment!
Astral energy!
Megasonic Thrust!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready! Light astral energy! Raging
That one's mine!
Orochi's
Tiger
Fury!
Blade! Here, let me
This
help!
one's all mine!
First aid!
Going in!
Azure Storm!
Tiger Blade!
Get! Eat dirt!
Crescent
You're
Moon!
mine!
I'm all
You're
shot
finished!
up! In here!
Astral energy! Into the center!
Their arcs were interrupted!
Orochi's Fury! This isn't looking good! You're mine! You're
Don't get in my
Can't
way!
move!
Come on!
Raging
You have to
cascade!
hold on!
Run! Here's my call to the wind! In here! Hear me! Flame of
Understand
fire!
this one! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Raging storm! Freeze laser!
Yeah!
Your dreams!
Primed and ready!
Raging storm!
Megasonic
Here's
Thrust!
another! Flame of fury!
This one keeps
Denied.
charging us!
That's
Here
what
I
my
go.
shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I never miss! Tempted storm!
Tiger Blade!
Take this!
Tunnel!
You're finished!
Rinwell!
It's nothing.
This
I'm
one's
alright.
mine.
Take it.
This one's mine!
Give it up!
Gemini Aqua! This This one's mine! That's better.
Armor won't save you!
There! Can't get out of this!
Glacier Shield! Make it rain! Here's evil!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
None shall escape my judgment! Dance
Take
in the
this!
wind!
Going in!
Shield! More for the south side!
you
Mortal,
respect.
hear my
Double
call!
demon
Go
fang!
with it!
Not today!
None shall escape my sword! Divine!
Double demon fang!
Now, handle it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?